What's up, geeks? Mithrandiel here with Geekly Grind once again to showcase the latest release from Beadle Grimm. This time we've got the Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen Steel Edition. So you may have seen I received the deluxe set from Wizards previously, which included the board game and all kinds of other fun stuff. That was the Wizards release. This is the Beadle Grimm release that has all of the usual encounter cards and all kinds of good stuff, and so I wanted to show off some of those things today. So, inside first, there is a cool kind of dragon scale detail on the inside of the box. Very cool. It's the little things really that set it apart, right? A small breakdown of what's included in the box is in here as well. Not too much in terms of props this time around, in terms of like the actual like metal pieces. When we did the Spelljammer Platinum set, there were like rings and all kinds of crazy stuff. This one mainly just has a few icons of some of the various factions in Dragonlance and the gods. There's like it's hard to see with some of the glare here, but there is it's hiding underneath, that's why. There's a symbol of Tiamat in there as well. So some pretty cool stuff in that. There's a little banner, fly your banner high. This, I don't know if I've seen this in one of the sets before, but these are kind of handy dandy little god and faction reference cards that have the symbol of the god or the faction in them, and then on the back there's information. So this is really handy, especially for DMs, because of course all that stuff is in the book, but it's really handy to be able to say, like, you see an icon that looks like this is what the icon actually looks like, and then you can have information about that faction or about that god on hand. So pretty handy stuff. I really like that. We've got there's four mission books. So in Dragonlance, you're basically playing as a character that is battling against various factions of a draconic army, and so you're essentially a soldier out on the front. And so this is a mission log report guide. So it's empty. Mostly there's some information on the inside, but mostly it's empty. And so you can have your players fill out the mission reports, put the mission and the date, and like put in some notes. So they're basically themed notebooks. Only a few pages here. So for the more fanatical note takers, you'll definitely burn through this pretty quickly. But it's, again, pretty handy prop there. Probably one of my favorite go-to inclusions, aside from the minis that Beadle Grimm makes, are the encounter cards. So we've got 60 more encounter cards in here that cover all manner of humanoids, monsters, dragons, and draconian, so like all kinds of monsters that you'll encounter and humanoids that you'll encounter in the campaign. So super cool stuff. Again, if you haven't seen these before, they have an image on the front like so, and then on the back they have information on the bad guy. So they have the CR, the abilities, all that good stuff, all included on the card. So pretty cool stuff. Love these encounter cards. I would very much appreciate if this was a product that Wizards or Beadle Grimm made by themselves. I would buy these. I would give them so much money. Too much money. Okay. We have a map, a continent map, which I did showcase in the previous video. So it's the same map that's included in the book. Again, a nice big map of the world. So pretty cool. Good to have. There are some tales from the warehouse. So Beadle Grimm always includes a little guide that has a couple of one-shots in them, a couple extra characters that you can pick up from. Just a little extra thing to kind of sprinkle on top of the main campaign. And then we have some maps. So we have city reference maps for Vogler, for Kalaman, and then there are also smaller reference maps for the larger maps that I'll be showing off here in just a second. So the Occupied Mansion, the Bastion, and as well as Blue Maw Cave, some other maps that are included. So there are some cool reference guides in here. So as a DM, you can have it in the back on your DM screen. You have the main map out in front of the players, and you can kind of know where things are. You can have marked it, that sort of thing. So pretty neat. There are some information on managing airborne mounts, managing various festivities when you're running the campaign. So again, little one-pager reference sheets for you as a DM. So super helpful stuff here. Speaking of references, we also have a few little half sheets that give you some suggestions for names in different areas: City of Kalaman, people of Kryn, and also various organizations. So you kind of, again, have a quick guide for those things when you're running the game. And then we have, this was probably one of my favorite handouts from this thing. It's a flyer for the Kingfisher Festival's Battle of the Bards. Aren't those little crabs so cute? They're playing bongos and a violin. I mean, that's adorable. Anyways, so that's in there. And then there are maps. Probably, honestly, they are really cool and also very reusable, in my opinion. I think that they work not only for this campaign, but they can be used in a lot of other campaigns as well. First, this one is not so much a battle map, but just kind of a location. There's the City of Lost Names, and this one is pretty cool. I like the design of it. On the bottom, it kind of gives you a reference of, like where it is and the crater and everything, and then what it looks like from the front. So this is a super cool map. I really like that one. And then another region map of the Kalamar region and the Northern Wastes, which is included here. So again, those are some more region maps. But then, yes, there are some battle maps in here. So we have, for example, this map here, which is basically like a kind of like a castle courtyard. It's got a couple smaller rooms and storage and stuff. And then on the back, a massive ruin. Looks like it has sort of like a magic ritual going on in the middle, which is kind of neat. So there's that one. There's also a couple of smaller maps. So again, another kind of extension of the like ritual type area, and then ruin of a tower, sort of there. And then there's some more maps. These are some letters and handouts, which I will take a look. A second, but this one is really cool. This one is kind of like a mine. So this one's neat. It has a huge chasm there in the middle, a couple bridges. So super, again, handy that you could use in multiple campaigns. And then some ruins here, again, that you could use. Very cool. So yeah, so there's those three, and then there's a couple other maps as well. I also really enjoy this elements guide that's included because this quickly tells the DM exactly what they'll need when they're going through the campaign. It'll tell you like which encounter cards, which maps to use. So again, really handy to have that with you. And then finally, there are a number of handouts to be included. And again, Dragonlance is set in like a war time and a war zone, and so the handouts and the letters that are included are very much about orders being given, letters written home, and that sort of thing. And so it just has kind of like a different kind of vibe to it and tone. Of course, really good quality with the material. Again, just to be able to hand those things over to your players, makeshift maps of different areas that they receive from NPCs, and just, again, coming across like letters that are written by draconic commanders that they find in the outposts, and, notes that are written from sons and daughters on the battlefield to their parents and things like that. So really just great quality on the handouts and letters in this set specifically that I really enjoyed. And that is it. That is the Steel Edition. So again, you get a number of maps, you get those 60 encounter cards, you get the handouts and the letters, and modularized version of Dragonlance itself. So it's broken out into various chapters, and then you can use that to go through the guide. So all of that is included in the set. As always, the idea behind Beadle Grimm, like, you might look at the price and you might kind of balk at it and like, oh my gosh, why would I spend that kind of money on D&D stuff? But as I've mentioned in previous videos, if you have a set team and you have a set number of folks that play D&D with you, maybe you're the DM, maybe you're a player, whatever, and everybody goes in on it, they put in $30, $40, $50 each to help pay for one of these sets. Like, if this is a campaign that you want to play as a team, this helps to elevate that experience. So I'm really glad to be able to dig into this, check out those handouts, and check out the quality of the material that Beadle Grimm puts out. Always consistently really great stuff. So thank you again, Beadle Grimm, for sending that over, and I hope you get an opportunity to check it out. Thanks again for watching my unboxing video. Have a great day.